Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. We back.
What's good, y'all?
Yes, the family's back. And today's video, I'm finally going to be giving you guys a video that y'all been asking for literally like months, mainly people on my Reborn Instagram page. So if you guys do not follow on my Reborn Instagram page, make sure you go follow my Reborn Instagram at amayas.reborns. It's mainly where I got all these questions I'm going to be doing later in the video. But other than that, be sure to give this video a big thumbs up and let's get straight into it. You ready?
Let's get it.
Oh yeah, and we have Amir right here, y'all. He wasn't even going to be a part of this video, but once I thought about it and he was in the room, I'm like, if we're doing a question video, the least I can do is like have him in it while we talk, so y'all can look at all of us together as a family. And let me also mention, if you guys hear noise in the background, sorry about that. Y'all know we're in school, and right here is like the busy area where people are driving. We're at the park, so you guys gonna hear noise, but just try to ignore that. Let's get into these questions, y'all. So I have like screenshots of questions people ask me off of Instagram, and so yeah, we're gonna try to answer all of those.
This will be random.
Okay. So, we'll start with the first one. Okay, let's just go in order. This is like random though. So the first question we have is, does he prefer the sleeping or awake babies? Amir, we always get the sleep kids. As far as YouTube is more realistic for me for outings and stuff, but I feel like I'll still let him answer, but I feel like the last two babies, maybe before Amir for sure, I feel like I remember you saying that you wanted like baby with the awake eyes, because my parents always saying like, when are you gonna get one with the eyes that open as well? So yeah, but I think it said prefer maybe. So yeah, overall, like, what do you prefer, sleep or awake?
The sleeping ones.
And why?
I think they look better.
Overall, you think like once they're fully like put together, the finishing product, they look better with the eyes being closed, like the sleep?
Yeah, they look better.
Okay, so next question is, this is a good question too. So it says, does he have any fun ideas for outings or your collection? I already know the answer. The answer is pretty much no, but we want to see what he has to say.
Nah. They just be tagging on where we go.
No, what? Like, you don't have anything fun planned you want us all to do this year? Does you have any fun ideas for outings or your collection? So that's two different things. Do you have anything fun for like outings, or specifically like they really gave you either or?
You know how that go to another
You
question.
don't have nothing fun, so you think I'm just going to come up with all the ideas and you're not going to step up this year and say, I want to do this today, we should do a video with this, I think this is a great idea? Because guys, it literally is always me. Like, yeah, I'm good at that type of stuff, but like,
Hating it. I like to eat. And go eat, so.
next question, guys. Anyways, who's your favorite baby?
How much of them? 5, 4? Or more?
Bro, 5, 4, you only have 2 kids now.
Or more? Was or more?
You have Amor and Amir. So
Yeah.
who's your favorite out of those two?
Or more? I like more.
And why is she your favorite?
She's smaller, easy to carry.
So she's your favorite because she's a little baby and you can get her around easier.
Yeah.
That's bad. You're not saying she's my favorite because of this reason. You're saying she's your favorite just because she's smaller. See what type of dad he is, guys? Like, I'm glad we're doing this.
And she look better.
So y'all can see the real him. I'm actually kind of glad we're doing this.
She look better.
So you guys can be my witness. Anyways, what's your favorite part? They said, what's his favorite part?
Part about what?
Like, the reborn. What's your favorite part of being the reborn dad? What's your favorite part of being a part of this hobby? What's your favorite part? Yeah, they asking you some good questions. I'm glad.
Watching it grow. That's probably my favorite part.
Watching my YouTube channel grow.
The part is watching the YouTube channel grow. Yeah, seeing the support from y'all. Yeah, that's my favorite part about it.
Okay, let's see. I think somebody said, what's his name? I think they're asking, what's your name?
My name Holly.
We call him Holly, guys. At school, everybody calls him Holly. Like, it's to the point where I don't even call him, outside of like baby daddy, reborn dad, it's to the point where I don't even call him like his real name. If that makes sense. We call him Holly. You don't want to say your actual name?
Mm-hmm.
He's so extra. But yeah, guys. Holly. Let's see. I'm trying to see that. How you can get. Okay, guys, so we're at the park and we have to work around what we have to work around. Being at the park, people walking by, kids playing, yelling, so it's a bit frustrating. You see cars going by too, but just work with us. We're trying our best. I really want to do this video, so we're just gonna keep moving along. So, my teammate asked a great question. I didn't even know it was my teammate that asked this question. She said, what made you get into newborn babies? And I love that question because as far as like babies in general, now that I started, everybody knows like I love in particular small babies. So that's kind of how I got into it. Like, that's my preference as far as of course in real life, like you have no choice, but even like one day when I do have a real baby, that will probably be like my favorite part, like the best stage for me, like the baby at the newborn age, 0 to 3, all that stuff. And then as far as my reborn babies, like the biggest size I can do is like Amir. He's 0 to 3 months / newborn, depending how they make them, maybe 3 months, but it's like newborn to 0 to 3 months. I love those type of babies. So I don't know, I'm just like a smaller baby type of girl. Like I love little babies. So, and that's also another reason why so far, like all my reborns, I get about the same size.
It was at this
like,
moment that
Amora
he knew.
is a preemie baby. Why are you beating him in the head, bro?
Oh,
What?
a bug.
But yeah, Amora is a small baby. She's a preemie baby. That's probably a reason why he said she was his favorite. So yeah, guys, I just love small babies. Like, that's my preference. Let's see. Somebody said, what was the first reborn you owned? The first reborn I owned was an Amazon baby, and then later we're gonna get into how I got into reborns. The main reason we're here now, that's like the overall point of this video. Everybody wants to know that. So yeah, to go along with that, my first reborn was the Amazon baby. It was a girl. Not sure the name of the kid just because it was an Amazon baby, but yeah, her name was Ari. Her nickname was Ari. We named her Ariana. That was my first ever reborn, and she also wore like the size newborn. If she wore 0 to 3, it was just in the pants only, but in onesie she definitely wore a newborn. And yeah, it was like the first baby I was excited about and saw when we got into like the Reborn type of thing. You remember Ari? Yeah. So that was the first ever Reborn. So yeah. So my Reborn mommy friend Sunkid said, how many babies do you think you'll have at one time? So as far as that question, at once we probably had about what, like 5 babies? That's what we were referring to earlier. At once we probably had 5 babies, but I enjoyed it, but then at some point it was like overwhelming as far as trying to like interact and do everything with all of them realistically, as far as what all have going on in school and everyday life. It just wasn't gonna happen. And then as far as the Amazon ones, of course, like I wasn't bonding with those as much anymore. It was more so like starter Reborn babies until I started learning and getting to the real deal. So now it's just like I was just slowly like easing away from them. So as far as how many I think I'll have at once, for now, 2, Amir and Amora, like just for now. I think like once I finish school and like get a job, like I might change up my collection a little bit. But for now, like once I knew, this is the first time, guys, I ever wanted a boy, but once I wanted a mirror, I'm like, okay, I'll be good for now with 1 boy and 1 girl. So, but in the future, I might have like 5 again at once, or like maybe more than that. So yeah. Who did you tell first about wanting a Reborn? So like I said, we're gonna get into that in detail, but I told you first about a Reborn, and you're the only person I probably told about it for like a good minute, right? Like I just talked to him about wanting a baby doll. So okay guys, we're at a 3rd location. We're back at the park, just in a different area that you guys may have seen before in like the last reaction video, actually, like with Amir. It's a lot going on. I might add a funny clip of why we're at another spot. And yeah, we're just very determined to get this done, as you can see. So with that being said, make sure y'all like this video and comment below and trust the process. So I think I left off as far as who was the first person I told about a Reborn, and it was baby daddy. He might have been the first person I told about it like for a good minute until I finally got one. You know, like once you get something and you get into it, at some point you have to like, people are gonna ask questions, they're gonna wanna know. Like after him, it might have been like, oh, while the Reborn was on the way and all that stuff, or I told my parents next. So yeah. And the next question is, what were your parents' first reaction? Okay guys, I try to ask my parents this before I left because it's crazy, but as far as their reaction, I don't even really remember that reaction. I just remember like overall, once I got into it, like if you guys follow my Instagram, y'all know my parents are very supportive of my hobby. Like every time I think about my parents and my hobby, I always think about like in general. My mom is always telling me like, don't care what anybody says, even though I don't. And you know what I'm saying? Like that's just typically how we are. We don't really care about people's opinion as far as anything. So I remember the first time like I got nervous as far as like when I took Aiden, my second Amazon baby and my first Amazon boy, to the beach. I was kind of a bit nervous because that's like, this is very open. Like this is the beach. This is not Walmart, TJ Maxx around the corner. So this, my mom was just saying like, who cares? Like just do what you do and don't worry about anybody. So as far as my parents' first reaction, of course, they probably was like confused more than anything. Like, how did you get this Reborn, this baby doll and all that stuff? But once I kind of got into it and I explained, my parents have always been supportive. They're even more supportive now. Currently, Amora is their favorite. She's always been their favorite, especially my dad. She's at home with them. It's pretty much their baby for now. Like, they'll hold Amora. She's with them. downstairs in the living room, all that stuff. Like, they're so supportive now. Like, everybody in my family is very supportive. And if you watch videos on my channel, you will know that. Like, not just my parents, like my cousins, my aunt, my uncles, my family, like they're all locked in just like my parents. So that makes it easier for me, and that's also like the plus. Or if anybody asks me one of my favorite parts, that would be one of my favorite parts. When you're doing something, it makes it even better when you have somebody like that supports you, and then they're tuned in, like they're interacting, like they hold my kids, they, you know what I'm saying? So that always makes it better. Like, you just like that extra, like the good feeling about it. The next question is, how long do you think you'll be in the hobby? As far as the hobby, I hope and I truly think that I'll be in the hobby for like a long time, like for a good minute, like hopefully forever, as long as I can be. Like, now that I on YouTube and I do these videos for you guys, and I made a YouTube, like there's my motivation right there. So I feel like now that I got started as far as on YouTube, so yeah, I feel like I have to keep going now that I do YouTube. And I feel like if I stop now, it would be kind of like, that would be the smartest decision, especially I'm doing good, so I feel like I have to keep going. So yeah, I hope that I will be in the hobby as long as possible. I enjoy doing it. I still get excited to this day, and I'm like finally a year in. So as long as you feel like that about something, you'll keep doing it. All right, guys, so let's get into the questions that's pretty much the same. As far as, like I said, the favorite part I've been ready to do, like, how did you find out about Reborns? What made you want one? How did you tell baby daddy about the hobby? What was his reaction? And how did you get to Reborns? How did you get your guy to accept that you have Reborns? How did you learn about Reborns? All that, guys. Y'all get all that. It's the same type of question. The main reason we're here. So yeah, I'm gonna start off by explaining, and then we can kind of get into like how I brought it to you and the questions they want to know about you. Okay? So yeah, how I got into Reborns was, like I said, those that know, y'all know I love kids. I love babies in general. And so, was it last year? Or the year before that? Not last year, but the year before that. So that would be like, what, 2 years now? Yeah. So I was just feeling some type of way, like I want a baby doll, or like a baby. And what came into my mind was, like, as far as a baby doll, I thought about when I was younger in daycare, I had a baby alive. So yeah, next step was I started looking at baby alives on Walmart. I know the very first baby alive I got was on Walmart when I was younger. My parents bought it for me. So I started looking on Walmart, Target, you know, those type of places that you know have baby alive for sure. And then I think I ended up going into like going on Amazon. I'm pretty sure there's other places that I was looking at, but yeah, those are just the ones I remember. And I'm like, I want a baby alive at the time, because like I said, when I was younger, baby alives are not the same anymore, guys. I can't stress this enough. I tell everybody this, and I wish I kept mine. I had a newborn baby alive, so cute. They don't make them the same. I wish I kept her. And I was like, well, let me see if I can try to find a good one like I had when I was a kid, since I want a baby doll right now. So it went from me telling him that I want a baby doll. I think we started looking together, right? Mm-hmm. You eventually did start helping me.
Oh yeah.
Like, at some point, oh yeah, guys, he's definitely lying. At some point, you were searching on your end how I was searching on mine. But yeah, I brought up to him, we start searching, and then so it went from wanting a baby live, and then guys, next thing you know, I think on Amazon, they started popping up all type of baby dolls. So I'm like, I remember us looking, and then I ended up being on Amazon, and I saw like a Reborn. And at the time, I didn't even know what that was. I just saw a different type of doll that wasn't a baby live, like, you know, on anything. You start looking at one thing, they start popping up everything. So I started seeing these Reborn dolls, and I started looking at all of them, trying to see which one was like to my liking. So this is how we got here. And then I think we started, and I was like, well, I don't want a baby live anymore. I want like this Reborn doll, whatever type of doll this is on Amazon. So yeah, I guess you can kind of switch it to that. How did you feel when I brought up wanting a doll to you at first?
Oh no. I was like, oh no, you know what? I thought she was just playing at first. Like baby doll.
He said he thought I was just playing at first, like a baby doll. And then, like, what? The more I kept bringing it up, then what?
I was like, alright, we'll just get the big doll. We'll get the Reborn. Cause I was looking at the ones in Walmart. I thought those was the ones she was talking about.
At the time, because I said baby alive.
I thought all baby dolls were the same.
No, all baby dolls are not the same. And now that I'm in the hobby, I learned about different dolls. There's some dolls out here that I'm still learning about and don't even know about. So it's like that's also a plus about getting into the Reborn hobby. The more you get into it, the more you learn, the more other people teach you, the more you can teach other people. Like, there's a lot that I didn't even know. I just knew I wanted a doll at the time. And then as far as like his reaction, he probably, like he said, he was confused. He didn't know I was for real. And I just remember, like, the thing I liked the most about him, like, he supports me no matter what. So it probably started off being more so a supporting thing, and okay, like, if this makes her happy, I'm gonna do it. I remember you saying that. So that's kind of part of like his reaction at first. And then, so like once we actually, the doll was here and on the way, like how did you feel about that? Like, were you nervous? Were you like, I don't know how this is about to go? What? Make sure you speak up loud, 'cause we're so far away.
I wasn't nervous. It was just like, she about to get the baby doll. She about to get a baby doll. Yeah, I ain't know it was gonna get this far though.
Let's see. So yeah, that kind of answered the question how I told him about it. At the time, like in school, I'm with him all day, every day, so I feel like he was a perfect person for me to tell that I want a doll. Like, who else was I gonna tell that at the time? So, and I feel comfortable talking to him about a lot, so it was just more so, it wasn't hard. Like, at first, it was, for me, it was kind of like, oh gosh, I don't know how he's gonna feel about this, but like, when I want something, I want something. So, I'm like, at some point, I just have to tell him, so I just straight up told him. So, we got the first Amazon baby. She came. I was a bit nervous. As far as it's been forever since I had a baby doll since I was younger, so I was more so nervous as far as getting adjusted. Like, this baby doll is about to be in my room all day, every day. Like, I'm about to sleep with this baby doll, so I'm just like, so let's see. I might be all over the place, guys, but there's a lot on my mind that I want to talk about, and I'm just, so, well, how do you feel about it now?
How do I feel about it now? I'm just supportive. I just want to watch it grow and help make it grow. Yeah, just be there.
That's it.
It's cool, yeah. I like the Reborn thing.
It's just like, they think you're so tuned in on YouTube and Instagram, and then that's all you have to say. Well, somebody's asking, like, how did I get him to accept that you have Reborns? I think I kind of answered that earlier. Like, he supports me no matter what I do, so it's just kind of like, that's part of maybe like acceptance. Like, I feel like. And I feel like at first for both of us, it was like very different, of course, but I feel like each and every day, like the little stuff we was doing with our first Reborn, I feel like at some point together, doing it together, we both like, okay, this is not bad. At some point it came like a routine, like we would do little stuff on campus, people started to see that we had a baby doll. They're asking questions. They want to know. So like, the more I feel like we started to do it, the more it was just like it came natural. Like we didn't think too much of it. Cause like, as far as what I remember,
my teammates wasn't going at first though.
Yeah.
I ain't hear the end of it.
They gave him a hard time, like.
Oh my God.
But now his teammates always used to talk about him, but now they're right with him. Everybody loved the kids, so that part I don't even feel like we have to worry about no more now. So yeah, guys, that's kind of how I got into it. I didn't expect it to come this far. I'm thinking I'm just gonna have a baby doll. I like to do fun stuff. I like to dress myself, other people if they allow me. I like to dress babies, baby dolls. So I didn't expect it to come this far. I'm thinking like it's gonna be like something small. And then now that I'm here, I feel like it's bigger than what I expected to be. And I'm okay with that. So yeah, I know what I liked and I expected it just to be that. And then now I'm somewhere completely different, and I'm grateful for where I am in the Reborn community, because I'm very tuned in now. Like, it's a part of my life. You guys are part of my life, and I enjoy it. So you guys are the reason why I do what I do, and I try to post as much as possible, even in school. Yeah, I didn't know I was going to be on YouTube with this though. I didn't even know I was going to have an Instagram page. I think while the Reborn was on the way, I was like, I think I started to see on Instagram Reborns popping up or something along those lines. So I'm like, while I'm waiting, like even if the Instagram didn't do good or I just had one just to have one, I'm like, I think I'm just gonna go ahead and make an Instagram page for it. And then somehow I got into the YouTube, but I think YouTube was probably the people on Instagram, or I just decided to make a YouTube. One thing about like anything you're doing on like YouTube in general, you never know until you like give it a try. So I'm like, it could go one or two ways. So yeah, overall how I got into it was wanting a baby doll, liking babies, mentioning it to him supporting me even at first, whether he agreed or not, and then now we're both tuned in, and I hope like you enjoyed what we were doing, even after you were confused at first.
Mm-hmm. It was fun. It was an experience.
But yeah, guys, if you want us to do a part 2, like I said, there's a lot going on, a lot of people. As you guys can see, we've been moving, a lot of bugs, a lot of noise. I really just wanted to do this video. Could have been better, but I mean, hey, we're here now. I'm glad I still finally did this video. I've supposed to be doing this video for so long, so I'm overall just happy that I finally got to do it. If you guys feel like you want a part 2, and I can give you a part 2 a little bit better, y'all have more questions, please let me know in the comment section. Let me know if you have any more questions you want me to answer in the comment section. Let me know what videos you guys want to see more of, anything along those lines. But yeah, thank you for watching this video and making it this far with us. I hope overall you guys enjoyed the video, you get the gist of it, and I answered some of the questions at least the way you guys wanted me to. But yeah, look at Amir, guys. Oh gosh. Daddy always got his head thrown. But yeah, everybody looks cute today. Let's do like a little fit check before we end this video off. Somehow me and him have on a white shirt. And then, yeah, I have on jeans and some dunks. What are these you have on?
Bold shorts.
What's the name?
Bold.
Bold?
Bold.
Oh, he has on bold shorts, whatever that is. And then what shoes?
A6.
A6. And then a fitted hat. I made him put that on because I like hats.
Polo tee.
And a polo white tee. And then Amir has on a Nike romper. some Nike socks, a plain khaki onesie under this Nike little hat. It's comfortable today, but I just thought this outfit was so cute on him. And in the morning at our school it's cold, so this type of stuff Amir has on, he'll be wearing it a lot for the fall/winter since it's cold here. And I'm surprised we're able to even wear shorts and what we have on today, because it's only 70 something. I expected it. I told Benai, I'm like, you know, it's 70 something here, it's still gonna be cold. But yeah. Alright guys, that's the end of this video and we're out.
Subscribe.